But guys, let's go ahead and move on to the third topic of the day. And I'm happy about this news because I know OneTakeBigDog saw the film, and Larry, I don't know if you saw it, so of course I'm gonna come to you first. But the third topic of the day from Deadline, the Tomorrow War 2, Amazon and Skydance already in talks for a sequel, reteaming with Chris Pratt and director McKay and more. And again, guys, if you're watching this on the live or in the replay, there is a link down to this article down in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. And please let us know what you think in the comments. But it does go on to say exclusive. In response to this past weekend's hugely, let me move that back real quick. Hugely successful global streaming debut of the Tomorrow War, Skydance and Amazon Studios are in discussions here on the development of a sequel to the Chris Pratt sci-fi pick. I understand discussions are in place to bring the whole creative game back, both in front and behind the cameras, including director Chris McKay and screenwriter Zach Dean, and stars Pratt, Yvonne Strahovski, Betty Gilpin, Sam Richardson, Edwin Hodge, and Oscar winner J.K. Simmons. Paramount is also involved in the sequel. The studio originally attempted to distribute the first film theatrically, but of course they couldn't because of the pandemic. Now, Larry, I'm coming to you first. Now, I really did enjoy this film. I thought it was a ton of fun. If you guys have an Amazon Prime account, please, schedule some time out to watch it. I think it is well worth your while. But Larry, how do you feel about this news, and are you excited for a sequel?
I am, and I'll tell you, this is one of those times where I just don't understand some of the business decisions that they make. When I think about this movie, I mean, if anybody thought this movie was going to be a flop, it doesn't make any sense. They should have filmed the first two installments of this movie together. That way they could have had everything that they needed. They could have dropped this thing. It would have been a huge success like it was, and they would have had the second one ready to go. You wouldn't have to worry about waiting to schedule anything. You wouldn't have to worry about, pandemic scheduling or quarantines or Delta variants. You just would have had the thing done.
Well, this was done well before the pandemic, though.
And they should have, but that's the thing. They should have known this movie was going to be a success. I mean, who thought this was? I mean, you have pretty people that are time traveling. Well, when was that ever a failure?
I can't argue with that.
I mean, and they're fighting monsters. It's not like they're fighting some bad guy on Earth that someone can get upset about and say, "Oh, I can't believe they're having them fight Muslim terrorists, or they're fighting Asian people, or they're fighting black folks." There's nothing for anyone to get upset about. They're fighting friggin' monsters that are spitting spikes at you. Okay, the whole world comes together to fight a global monster, takeover. I'm just thinking to myself, film both of them at once. They should have some. I mean, just like they did with I think like when they did that with Lord of the Rings, I think that was brilliant. I mean, anybody who has a movie that they truly believe in should think we should film two of these because I believe it's going to make it.
Larry, come on, what you talking about? Larry's a slave master. I don't know, but Larry, the Lord of the Rings is I don't even know how that popped up. Ocean's Truth and Wisdom 1 and 9. New movie Jurassic Park is Smurf's Village. Wow, your imagination is on level 10 right there. What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate it. Larry, first, our franchises are not a success or guaranteed. If I have to be honest with you, on the surface, this just kind of seems like a movie that will flop. Like it would have been really forgettable. I don't know. It just has that tone. Fortunately, it turned out being good. The Lord of the Rings is an exception. That was over 20 years ago. Plus, it was based off of a series of books. I don't think this was based off of anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it was quite expensive. I remember Lord of the Rings was cheap.
No, Lord of the Rings was wildly expensive.
I'll look it up, but let me read this quote right here. Amazon, as we first told you, picked up the Tomorrow War for $200 million from Skydance. The movie is part of Amazon's commitment to amassing an arsenal of streaming tentpole franchises in the wake of the pickups of Skydance and Paramount's Tom Clancy's Without Remorse and Paramount Coming to America, which reportedly Prime's most watched movie ever. Damn, I didn't know that.
But that's what they paid for it. That's not the production cost of it.
I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Production cost had to still be pretty high on this movie.
Yeah,
I mean, it might have been, but we know that Skydance didn't just give the movie away for no profit. So I mean, if they sold it for $200 million, the thing probably cost $150, maybe $100.
Yeah.
But imagine this. Imagine if Amazon came out and said, "We're going to go ahead and order 2. You want to charge $200? How about we pay you $250? You give us 2 movies." I bet you they would have went for that.
Well, it says, I don't know, man. It says, this is just a Google search, so I'm not saying that you can just take this to the bank, but it does say 200 million right here for. I typed in production budget, but I don't know how reliable that is. I'm in a second. I'm gonna look up that Lord of the Rings. But OneTakeBigDog, get in here, man. Are you happy about the sequel? And how did you feel about the first film?
Man, I really, really liked the first movie. I didn't expect it to like it as much as I did, but matter of fact, I would say I ended up loving it. I haven't had a chance to go back and watch it for a second time, which I intend to. The aliens I thought would look cool, the whole concept and the whole revelations that we get in it. I enjoyed those, but I don't feel like the movie left itself open for a sequel though. Really? That's my only issue. I kind of feel like it was one of those. I think me and you talked about this for a little bit. I think it's one of those open-end things where you get this story and everything is like complete. Everything like goes through all the necessary processes and we come to a good conclusion at the end. Granted, I feel like there was like a little bit like a possibility type thing, but for the most part, if you have a second movie, I don't think it's going to be anything like this one. I don't think you have the time travel involved or anything like that. I think it's going to be something completely different. Granted, I feel like I think a lot of times once something is successful, you just automatically think it needs a sequel.
Yeah, I hear you.
Man, I just looked up and saw that coming.
Yeah.
If they're dribbling on my
my fault, bro. I ain't meant to throw you off, but infinite science, bro. What are you talking about?
Infinite science is bugging sometimes, man.
Hey, man, infinite science. He hit you with the stuff. You just like, what you on, bro?
What's going on, bro? I ain't even trying to be funny, but I don't see how that relates at all. Man, I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know if we need a sequel.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but so no spoilers, but so one take. This is what I'm saying. This is to me where the sequel could go. In the third act, where they kind of reveal where the aliens came from.
Yeah.
Right. There was another, and I don't want to spoil it, but that's where the sequel could explore or a prequel to me. You know what I'm saying?
That spot.
Yeah. To me, that's where a sequel could come in there. But let me go ahead and bring in the third guest to the show. It's been a minute, but I'm glad you're here, coming from the windy city of Chicago, Mr. Recash, hashtag Recast T'Challa himself. That is Mr. Eman with Eman's movie reviews. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you gues doing?
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic.
Look at him.
Right.
Look at him with his TVA shirt on.
I came on here just to argue with Larry too. That's it. I ain't want nothing. I just wanted to argue with Larry today.
I love it.
I've been letting him run amok too long.
Thank
you. Man, you should have been on here right at the beginning when we were talking about the box office.
I heard all of it. I heard all of that nonsense. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna let him have his time. I'm gonna let him have his run for now.
I was like, damn, I wish Eman was here to
I heard all of it. I was sitting there like, what if I didn't have this other video I was working on?
Yeah. Because he like nail in the coffin, theater, everything streaming. I'm just like,
man, the people smarter than that. Man. They know not to listen to Larry for everything. They ain't gonna listen to Larry for everything.
Eman knows when he's beat. He knows when he's beat.
Well, I was about to come in here with some hot fire, and I was like, man, ain't nobody gonna listen to Larry. Get out of here.
Oh man. But hold on. Eman, thanks for being here, man. I do appreciate it.
Of course.
We on this third topic right here talking about this Tomorrow War sequel. You know, how did you feel about the first one, and are you excited about a sequel with Chris McKay and Chris Pratt coming back?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed the first movie. I kind of wish I did get a chance to see it in theaters because it looked like it was supposed to be shot for theaters. So yeah, I had a really good time with it. I enjoyed it. My bigger issue was just more so how it ended. I disagree. Oh, what's going on, Stephanie? I see we got the family in the house. I love it. Rim 17, everybody in the house. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I had an issue more so with the ending. I disagreed with the director, Chris McKay, wanting to include so much humor into it. I'm not opposed to humor in these type of things. It's more about the timing to me. I'm sorry if you got like a 12-foot alien that you see rip people apart to shreds with spikes and, you know, sharp teeth and stuff. I don't think you're going to be cracking jokes. I think you're really going to be crapping your pants in that moment. So no, I don't believe those type of moments. They're corny and cheesy to me. But like all the other times, you know, like y'all prepping, you nervous, you want to make it, totally fine. I'm cool with it. So
I don't know though. Some people deal with trauma. Some people deal with the adversity through making jokes. That's how they deal with it.
Don't let these movies fool you, man. When your life flash in front of your eyes, you're not sitting here thinking of like something stupid to say like that. Come on, man. That's too much movie talk, conditioning, talking. That's not real life. I get that, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to add
reality into a movie that had monsters called white spikes.
No. Let me tell you something. If you're trying to tell me this entire movie is meant to get you in a state of suspense, you're supposed to understand, like, oh my God, this could be end of the world. Yo, this could be legit messed up. Let's take this example. Remember the movie Alien, Ridley Scott, you know, and all that? Remember, no, not Aliens with James Cameron. You remember that classic iconic scene where, you know, you see old girl with the alien right there next to her? Imagine if she sits there and makes a stupid joke. That whole scene falls apart. You lose the tension that it was supposed to be.
That was a horror movie.
Dude, that was, first of all, that was his inspiration. And you could go check out my interview.
This was a lighthearted action movie.
What I'm saying is go check out my interview with Chris McKay about this movie. We talk about his inspirations and we talk about this very topic, the potential sequels and everything. And what I'm saying is he admitted to this. He admitted that the initial script was meant to be actually serious. And I think it would have been dope if he had kept that tone.
And then they decided to cast Chris Pratt.
Well, no.
You don't cast Chris Pratt and expect your movie's gonna be serious. This dude is a comedic actor.
No. It was actually, it was the brother. It was the Richards or whatever, the black guy. He was the one. Chris McKay was like, no, we need him in there because according to the director, he was like, these movies are too serious. They need humor. And that's why a lot of the comedy in this feels forced because it was not supposed to be in there. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it doesn't need it at any time because Independence Day with Will Smith, that had some good moments of humor, but it was well timed. This one, it started to get a little Fast and the Furious towards the end, just a little bit. It started to, like Dom Toretto kind of came in a little bit. Just saying.
I won't say that much, but I won't say much on the last part.
Because they focused on family.
I'm with the sequels. I'm with the sequels.
And we don't want to spoil anything. Right before you popped in, Eman, I was telling
all kinds of stuff. The monsters.
No. Yeah, okay. You scared me. But I was just telling one take where a sequel could go is in third act, kind of where we find out where the aliens come from or how they got to Earth. That's where it could go. You can create a whole nother universe if you wanted to, a prequel and a sequel. And so I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like Sam Worthington. I think, is that his name? The black guy?
No, I think it's
not Sam.
like
Sam Richardson is the white guy. Sam Richardson.
Richardson.
Yeah, Richardson, I think.
Yeah.
He was funny. At first, I did not like him. He was annoying to me because I'm like, bro, y'all are literally about to go into battle. And he like, you know, I wasn't feeling it, but I attached myself to his character. That's what he was doing, though.
Boy.
I liked him in the beginning, honestly. Because he was, I mean, he's not an army person. He's not a military person.
Yeah.
He was just a regular guy.
One
I like
moment that
that.
was out of place to me, man. And I was like, at the end, it was like one moment at the end. I was just like, okay,
I like the fact that he was able to redeem himself because he had a failing, and I don't want to talk about it because B doesn't want me to give anything away. But I like the fact that he had a failing and he owned it, and then he was able to redeem himself at the end.
Okay, if we want to talk about realistic, he would have been done. Okay,
Yeah.
There's no way he would have been. He would have came back for the final act. That's all I'm saying.
Already.
Maybe. I don't know, man. What stranger things have happened?
Now, actually, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think that they should do, and you know, feel free to respond in the comments. Do you guys think that they should do the sequel or prequel as a movie or as a TV series?
TV series.
If they do a TV series, then I want to see what's her name, Colonel Murray. I want to see her get married to Zachary Levi.
I don't know what they're on.
What? What? What?
They can reunite them from Chuck.
What? I don't know.
Oh, you guys don't remember them on Chuck?
I don't watch.
I never watched Truck, man. That was all you, Larry.
That's where she became big. That's where she got a real break from.
Yeah.
That's all you, Larry. You good?
I'm about
to pull you guys' movie cards, man. I'm about to pull your movie cards now.
I just don't know. But Eman, thank you so much for asking that question. That's a great question because when I was watching this movie, I was saying to myself, this should be a TV series because there was so much that
it was a lot. It was a lot of movies. It was a lot.
Oh my gosh! So 100% agree. A TV series would be the best option, but I think all of us would be happy with a sequel or prequel. What you got? One take comment.
No, man, comment.
I see it. But let's go ahead and move.
I would not be opposed to this being a series if they did something like Disney seems to be doing, which is they're taking the series and leading it into a movie.
I can see
because I would like to see them take the series and run it for a season or maybe two, and then sort of have like a big you know, just cliffhanger at the end of the series that leads you directly into a movie.
I'm with that.
Infinite Science. Let's see, my brother, what we got here. Hold on. Yes. Thank you. $10. Glad you guys are here. Wish Lamont, Elliot, Moochie, Nita the Diva, and the rest of the crew were here with good fortune in the near future. I want to encourage all you guys' platforms and contribute. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it.
We're here in
for
spirit.
the super chat. Yeah, man. Hopefully we can get this super duper panel going one day where I think the max we can get is 10 people, but people be tired and busy and got schedules and stuff. So
I'm going to tell you guys, my birthday is tomorrow too. So, you know.
Oh,
really?
Happy pre-birthday, man.
Yeah, man. Happy. I don't even got nothing prepared. I had no idea, man. But happy birthday. You know, I'm gonna hit you up. So yeah, I feel bad that I didn't know. But happy early birthday, my brother.
Facebook would have told you eventually.
It would have.